I usually say, I play all the games. Huh? I don't need night off. I play all games. But I don't want to play Philly tomorrow. Huh? Owen Tip is scaring me. Huh? Okay? This guy, he's too good now. Huh? Last year he was with us, he stopped. Now all of a sudden, huh? What? How many go? A hat trick? I don't want to play. I'm afraid of Owen. Please, get the Lion King to play. Okay? I'm going to take tomorrow off. Goodbye.
Ready? Here we go. It did it. I don't believe it.
Let's go Panthers! Let's go Panthers! Let's go Panthers! Let's go! Go!
Pop drop. And 3, 2, 1.
Let's go Panthers! Let's go Panthers! Let's go Panthers! Let's go! Go!
All right, Panther fans, how we doing? So we got we got the Wings tonight. Don't mind me. I'm not feeling great. I'm not 100%. This recap is going to be short and tight and to the point because if I go off rambling, who the hell knows what's going to come out of my mouth. We got Bob tonight. I suspect that we're going to have Lion tomorrow. They've called him up. I would have gone. Actually, what am I talking? You see what I mean? I was about to contradict myself, but I'm so out of it and loopy that I was fixing to say I would have done it differently, but that's not true. This is what I would have done, is played Bob tonight and then play Lion tomorrow night to give Bob the bigger break. Next year, when we have Kyle's birthday party, it's going to be healthy food and at home, because going out and eating junk all day did not serve me well. I have still not recuperated. Kyle is running the stream. I'm there-ish in the recliner. Once my nausea vertigo gets triggered, it could take me a week or two to get back to 100%. So I'm functional. 5-1 Panthers. Let's go with that tonight. That sounds good to go. No excuses. Absolutely no excuses tonight, except just Duke needs to get a goal. It's his time, as they say in The Lion King. All right, so 2-1 Panthers after one. As if I didn't illustrate enough in the pregame that mentally I am checked out. I forgot to turn the light on, so I don't know if you could even see me in the pregame, but however that looked, that's how it's getting, that's how it's coming to you. We looked pretty good there for quite some time in the first period. We really looked good. We had a power play after a really stupid challenge by the Wings. I don't know what they were thinking. I don't even think Bennett touched the goalie, but they challenged for goalie interference. It was a good goal. Thought we were going to make it 3-0, and instead, as soon as Detroit killed off the penalty, they didn't really show exactly what happened. They showed the replay of the goal again, where Bob kind of got pulled out, and the rebound came back into the crease, and Forsling got out-muscled in front, and that was where the goal was scored. But Bally's didn't show like what happened before that. Like, how did we end up on with such an odd man rush? I don't know if it was a bad change or whatever. So it's 2-1. That gave Detroit a little bit of life. Like Detroit, the first 10, 12 minutes, they weren't moving their legs at all. We were easily beating them to pucks. And now the lights have turned on a little bit, so we're going to have a game here. I still feel confident. Bob looks good. Team looks good. Kachuk's already got a goal and assist. Duke looks like he is determined. He looks very, very determined tonight. We need to get him a goal, get his confidence going. And, all right. I'm totally out of it. I am if this is definitely an example of, if it wasn't for my love of this team, I would be snoring at this exact moment. So don't make me regret this, Panthers. Let's finish this off. All right, so it's 3-1 Panthers after 2. I'm cold. All right, I know this is the rally scarf. We look like we needed a little bit of help, so it's cold, man. Come on. Yeah, it's 26 degrees this morning. All my flowers are blooming, and now they're freezing. So, look, the hockey game, we look good. I can't praise Bob too much. He's made some nice saves. Gustav Forsling with a goal. And then Gustav Forsling took a high stick and there was no call, so that was nice. We killed off a penalty and Reinhardt almost got a shorty. And other than that, looks like we're playing a nice, calm, safe, easy, not easy. We're playing a smart road game. Now, Detroit's not getting a ton of chances, which on one hand is good, but on the other hand, if this continues, I wouldn't be surprised if they play Bob again tomorrow. I'm not advocating for that. I think they should play line. I think Bob should take the day off, and we can go beat Philadelphia with Alex Lyon, who's been playing well here and at the AHL level. But when it was communicated to us by Maurice, he did kind of say, well, Bob's playing tonight, and we'll judge who's going to play the next game by the workload. So hopefully Bob has to work hard this third period so he can earn himself a day off, because otherwise, you never know, Maurice might just throw him out there again tomorrow. And that did work out so well for us last time. So let's finish this off and get two. All right, this is a habit I can get into. 4, 5 to 2 points. Oh. All right, and I would just like to take credit. Kyle especially would like to take credit, because as soon as the Panther game ended, we immediately switched the DirecTV to Penguins and Senators, and not but 5 seconds later did Ottawa score the game-winning goal, and the Panthers now have the 8th seed, and we have officially passed. Don't listen to me, because 2 weeks ago I said just concede the 7th seed to the Penguins because they were that far away, and they've just continued to lose and lose and lose, which is very surprising because they have a veteran, experienced team that knows how to win this time of year. And I was looking at their schedule, and I thought they might have had a chance if they could beat the Rangers to take the 3 seed. But the Rangers shoved it right down their freaking throat, especially in the Garden. And Pittsburgh can't win a game now, which is very unusual, but we'll take it. We'll take it. We knew somebody was going to have to tank that normally wouldn't tank, and Pittsburgh is currently, in this moment, tanking in terms of wins and losses this time of the year. So, the only concern for the Panthers right now is Bennett. Not to minimize losing Bennett, but Barkov, Luosterainen, and Stahl, it ain't so bad. All right, you saw Stahl was right there with Duke, okay, keeping pace. You see what I'm saying? I want Bennett to be okay, don't get me wrong. But if he's out tomorrow or if he misses a couple of games, I feel like we can handle that injury. Let's just hope that it's... Hopefully he didn't re-injure whatever was wrong previously. You know what Maurice is going to say. We don't expect it to be long-term, and then he'll be day-to-day for 2 weeks. We won. We keep winning, and Luosterainen is turning into a beast. He really, really is. I mean, he is turning into... I know I praised Lundell, thinking Lundell was going to be as good or better than Barkov, but it is Luosterainen who is turning into a guy that is emulating his game after Barkov significantly. And now Lundell is still doing everything we need him to do defensively. Don't mistake that. Lundell has been great defensively, and he has been really better in the circle. His offensive game still needs some work, but when we talked to Randy Moeller last week, and I brought that up, he said he really feels like Lundell is working on the defensive and his complete game, and he does not feel like Lundell is focusing on the offensive part first. So there's that. What else did we see tonight? Gudas gave us a little bit of a scare. When the way he fell and just skated off the ice holding that arm, I thought, oh God, collarbone, man, because he kind of fell awkwardly. it was awkward with his hip and when he landed on his arm. But then he was back out there taking shots. Love to see that. Like Eric Stahl, again, like I just said, he continues to, wherever we need to plug him in, play well. His game has not, it has not waned as the season went on. He looks better and better, to be honest with you. So, and then, Bubba made some nice saves there. Detroit, give them credit. They did not go away. They really, and I know the score was 5-2, but it was, they gave us some moments there. It was like, all right, I guess we got 10 minutes of, heart-stopping, shot gallery type stuff where, we're going to be hanging on for dear life to get a 3-2 win. But not to be. This team can turn it on just like last year. They can play the run and gun, turn on the Jets, score a couple of quick goals like last year. But now they can also play a shutdown defensive game. And Bob is filling in the gaps. He's playing very well. Is he playing at a Vezina level? Probably not. But maybe just below a Vezina level. And you can win a cup with a guy, okay, that's playing very well. You don't need Patrick Waugh every time to pitch a 5-6 period shutout. You know what I mean? So we get another 2 points. We are in the 8th seed. There's 12 left. There's 12 left, right? So now, honestly, I ain't going to lie. I started eyeballing the 7 seed because I'm not afraid to play Boston. The 7 seed's either going to be Carolina or the Devils. Now, talked about this with Stu, talked about this in the podcast. Last game of the year, Panthers, Hurricanes could have all sorts of ramifications. So we'll wait to see. All right, but that can be very, very interesting. We could actually end up being the 7 seed playing the Devils, which would change the outlook of everything significantly. What else do we see tonight? Defensively, guys are just in the right position at the right time. Forsling has been making some ridiculous plays. Montour has been making some ridiculous plays. Ekblad had the one episode today. He had an episode, okay? As Kyle said, Ekblad pulled a Uyghur. It wasn't necessarily his entire fault. I didn't get to see the whole replay enough, so I'm not going to completely throw Ekblad under the bus. He tripped a guy, so it was a delayed penalty. And then from what it looks like Ekblad tripped and fell in front, and the guy was wide open at the side of the net. But it looked like Ekblad got tripped by the guy that he was covering. So I don't know who was supposed to cover the guy that was on the outside of the net, except because I don't think we had the delayed penalty at that point long enough for there to be a 6th guy on the ice. But maybe we did. Maybe that's what happened. But anyway, that was like the only snafu. That was like the only thing that you looked at on the ice tonight and said, that didn't look good. So the beat just keeps on going, guys. We got 12 left. It has been a monster roller coaster. I don't know how many times we sat here and said, that's it, it's over. There's no way this team is making the playoffs. Fire Maurice. And yet, I said this last time, I'll say it again. At the current trajectory, what I said and what Maurice said are going to find a way to marry and have happen. I said they'd get better as the season went on. That's happened. I said we're going to win the cup. We'll put that in the jar over here and wait. But Maurice said what I want to do is I want them to, when we get to the playoffs, I want them to have already been playing playoff hockey. Well, if we make the playoffs, he's come through on what he said. You can't, I bitch and moan and groan and complain when things aren't going well, but he got it turned around. Team looks good. Now, of course, getting guys healthy helps. Getting Duke back, he looked better tonight. Instead of taking the shot, he makes the pass to Stahl. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. He could have just been frustrated and said, you know what? I'm taking this shot, damn it. I'm going to score. But it was a 2-on-0. Goalie played Duke. Stahl was left open. He made the right play. So you got to give him credit there. So, all right. We'll be back tomorrow night. Now, Stu and I should be back in the morning. If it's late, I'm sure we'll do it. We'll see how I feel in the morning. I'm rapidly descending into I need to get to sleep. But yeah, so if the review isn't out at the normal time, it'll be out. The review will be out. The podcast will be out. This might be a little bit late tomorrow. Then we'll be back tomorrow streaming. Hopefully I'll feel a little bit better. Hopefully Sam Bennett feels better, which is more important. We need Bennett. Mr. Ryan, nice. I love it. I love that we've got that flexibility to move guys around. I think they put Lundell back up top on wing in Luosterainen's spot, and then they put Luosterainen at 2C, so it was Barkov, Luosterainen, and Stahl. And Stahl looked pretty good playing with Duke, so Lundell, you better watch out. We're good at center. This team can handle one, like, not Barkov, but like any of the other guys, we've got enough guys to where we can survive if somebody's hurt. Hopefully Bennett's okay. Hopefully by the time I'm done recording this, I will go out there and Kyle will say that Maurice said Bennett is fine, it was just precautionary, and he expects to play tomorrow. Put out the positive energy. All right, I'm going to fall asleep standing up. 2 points.